It does help if you press the go live button, doesn't it? What a donut I am. Anyway, I'm here now, so that's good. And, well, it's a quiet one this Sunday because Leanne's not in. So I'm afraid you've got to put up with me. I'm just trying to sort my lighting out a second. Bear with me. Oh, that's not very bright, is it? Let's have a look. Does that help any? I think it helps a bit, doesn't it? Hopefully it'll get a bit better now. Why are you doing this? It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. It is happening. I am here. I am having some technical issues, and our lovely Leanne isn't here this week, so I'm afraid you've got to put up with me, and I'm going to do my best to. Hello, Facebook user, whoever you may be. I'm just going to do my best. So, some didn't finish a rough. Oh, it's me. Hello. That's not what you want to see. Me with me. Hang on. Let me. Right. I am trying just with you. I'm having an absolute nightmare, but I am trying. And hopefully we'll get there. So as I was saying, I've done these molds. Yeah, it will certainly it'll be something, Sue. I don't know if it'll be entertaining. I've done some molds, and I thought, because I said last week, I quite fancy doing something a bit Christmassy this week. So let's see if I can get these out of here. Oops, so I've got a key. I'm not sure which mold is this. I'm not sure which one this is. It's very silly. This is very silly. Right, so I've got my key, which is very nice. Where are you? There you are. So you can see that's my resin key out of that mold. And I thought I'm going to make a sort of, I'm going to make like a wreath type of thing, I think. Let me just have a sip of my tea. Because it's going cold, because I've been faffing around trying to sort out my setup. Oh, and I don't know what it is. Me and technology, we are just not. Hi, Jenny. Hi. We are just not friends, me and technology. I do try. Right, I'm going to try again. It hasn't picked up. I haven't picked up all the detail because I didn't have a lot of resin. But that's going to work for what I'm doing, so I'm quite happy with that.
I'm here but not here. Hello, everyone. I think Rachel's having technology issues. Sure, she'll be back.
Let's go again. There we go. So I'm just unmolding these. I've got some cogs. I've got a key. If this carries on, I'll swap computers like I did last time, I think. I don't know why, but the other one seems less temperamental. So let's get all these on. I've got some little screws because I thought they would be good. This is the Lady Vagabond mold there. So let's get that out. And last one, because I knew there'd be three, because that's how I roll. I roll in threes. So let's get that out. And then I've got some baubles because it's Christmas. And I thought some baubles would be rather nice. So I'm just getting these out. And
And she's gone again. I'm sure she'll be back. Probably swapping over right now. She did say she was having some technical issues, so yeah, she's just gone to change over. She will be back. I'm in the background today. Not at my best. I haven't even brushed my hair. Not that you usually see me, but still. Shall I sing a song? No, let's not do that. We got told off last time. I get lucky, nobody will recognise it. Hi, Carol. We're just waiting for Rachel to come back. She's having some technical difficulties. So what are we all doing today? Are we doing anything exciting? You haven't brushed your hair either. No, you don't want me singing. Oh my gosh. I'm not the best. I'm probably the worst. Oh well, I could tell you what's in the shop, couldn't I? What's new in the shop? Hi Dawn. Hi Helen. We've had a restock of Maya's Memories. Most of the products are on 20% off. It's automatic, so when it goes into your basket, it will show 20% off. We're all good. And Rachel's back.
I am. I'm back. I honestly could scream at technology. I really could. Drives me up the wall. What have I missed?
I was just saying what's going on in the shop. We got 20% off most products up until midnight tonight, I think it is.
Oh, that sounds quite nice.
Yeah. We've had a restock of Maya's Memories. Because we'd been waiting quite a while for that. I was hoping today the new release of Ciao Bella would be in. London's Calling. How am I supposed to say that? I don't know. I don't know if it's been released yet.
Oops.
And some more Ciao Bella coming in.
I'm going to use, I've got a little embroidery. I'm going to use just.
Hello, Facebook user.
Yes. Oh, my nails. They're insane, aren't they?
Right.
They are insane.
Do you do them yourself?
No. Of course I didn't. I'm not that dexterous. No, I didn't do them myself. My daughter did them. She was experimenting. As you can tell, I've got this like cow print with intergalactic. I'm an intergalactic cowgirl. That's what I am. So, as you can tell. Oh, there we go. Right. I was going to try and separate it and get 2 hoops out of one, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go for it. So I'm just playing around with all these little bits that I've just cast. That might be quite nice to have a dangle, actually.
Ooh.
And then some of these I haven't cast fully because I obviously haven't put enough resin in there, but it doesn't matter. I can still use them because I just won't see those bits. And it's
Yeehaw.
I am yeehaw. Who is Facebook user? Who is yeehawing? So I'm just sort of trying to get an idea of what I'm going to put where and how. Yeah, I've got a good idea. Right. So now it's gesso time. So let me get the best.
That's the link to allow Facebook to use your name in StreamYard.
Oh,
that's a good idea.
I can't open my pot. That is a very good idea, Carol. Oh, I don't. Oh, there we are.
Weak gun.
I'm weak.
That's what I have to do.
Oh, it's because I've been naughty probably and got it on the outside of the thing.
Yep, that's what I did yesterday.
Oh, you're naughty too then. Right, let's have a look at these bits. Right, I'm going to poke some of these bits out because I'm not going to paint bits that shouldn't be there. Let me get a pokey.
I'm not able to get any restock of the resin, Rachel.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah,
I really like that resin.
Website has disappeared.
No.
Yeah.
It's such cool resin. it's gonna have to be clay time. I'm gonna probably do some bits with clay to add to this. So yeah, clay time it is. Push some of these little bits out that just aren't really supposed to, or I don't want there, or however it goes. Let's have a look on that one.
I'll have to find another sauce now.
Yes.
Because we all need resin.
We blooming do. I've scraped the last lot into this now.
I got a couple of spare ones, but however you're keeping them, they seem to work nicely. We'll see.
Right, I think that'll do. It's always worth having a little look at the casts that you get before you do anything to them, just to get rid of any bits that, you know, you get extra bits. And sometimes you might even want to get your sanding block on them as well and give them a good sand.
Hi, Margaret.
Oh, is that lovely, Margaret?
Yeah, I shall be back in a bit.
Oh, you off?
Yep, I'll be back in a bit.
Well, it seems like I'm staying for a bit now, so we should be right. Hi, Margaret. Right, so I think I'm happy with these bits. I'm just going to check these little holes because I definitely, oh, look, see, that's a little bit broken there. I should have been a little bit more, but then I wouldn't. Oh, see, I'm having a little mutter now. It happens. It happens. Ignore my muttering. Right. Let's get some gesso on. I'm probably not going to use all of these bits on my little frame because that would be a bit busy, wouldn't it? But I do definitely, there's some I definitely know that I want to use. Like I definitely want that one, so I'm going to definitely gesso that one. And this gesso is the one that's in the Mad Archer's shop, and it's Pebbio gesso, and I've got to say it's absolutely brilliant stuff. The reason I say it's brilliant is because for doing molds, it gives you that opacity that you want from your gesso. It really covers everything really, really well, but it's very fine, so you don't lose any of the detail, which I have in the past with other gessos. I've had great coverage, but I've lost some of the detail of my mold, which I don't really want to do. So anyway, that's why I love this gesso. It's just fabulous. So I'm just going to paint these pieces that I'm going to use, and I'll just, as I'm going along, I'm just going to sort of have a look at what I want to put where, because I don't think I'll need to use all of them, because that would be an interesting afternoon for you guys, watching me paint all of these pieces. But there we go. Let's get these done. What's everybody else up to? What are you doing? What are you crafting along? Are you making something while you're watching this? Or are you just relaxing on a Sunday afternoon? What's going on? Just get the ends of that. There we are. Right, I'm going to do some of these baubles now, because I know I'm going to want a few of these, and I'm going to want to paint them, so I need to get the gesso on there. And I know I'm going to go over these with a light colour, but if you haven't seen me do this before. I generally use black gesso on a lot of the things I do. Sometimes I'll use white and sometimes I'll use clear, but a lot of the time I use black gesso, particularly on cast molds, mold casts, whichever way around that goes, because personally, and it's very much my own personal preference, I think it gives me a greater depth to my colouring when I paint on top of it, and I also think it hides my mistakes a lot better than a white gesso. I find that it's much less noticeable to have little bits of black showing than it is to have little bits of white showing. But that is just me, and that's just my personal opinion. And I'll use white when I want really nice, bright, vivid colours. Oh, sounds good. Hi, Marcia. Oh, Diane, I'm very excited. I'm so excited. I haven't quite finished mine yet, but it won't be long now. And once I've finished this today, I will be finishing that. So I'm hoping. I think it might take, it's going to take me probably another couple of days, but that's only because I've got to wait for some bits to dry. But I'm very excited about it. Very, very, very excited. Oh, Jenny, I made Celtic style. Oh, I love Celtic style. Love Celtic style. Where am I? Let me see. Let me see a comment. Right, so Margaret was crafting and now she's eating a banana. Jenny's doing some Celtic. Oh, yeah. I love Celtic designs. I just do, and Celtic traditions and Celtic everything, really. I'm a big fan. So it's quite helpful that I live in Wales, really, isn't it? So, and then what's Carol doing? Where's Carol? Come here. Oh, I much prefer when I'm not disappearing off screen all the time. It's far less frustrating. Working on a travel journal for a friend. And she goes away and she can't remember what she did when she gets back. Hopefully she'll put... Yes, very good idea, Carol. Excellent. I think I could do that for my grandchildren when they go to... Well, my granddaughter in particular, when she goes to school and she comes back and I ask her what she's done, a lot of the time she has no idea what she's done. But I think I can probably remember being like that too. So, who else have we got? Angela. Oh, come back now. Angela, what are you up to? Oh, and you've been in Facebook jail? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Angela, I can't believe it. That's insane. Why on earth? Oh dear me. I can't believe they put you in Facebook jail. That's insane. That's insane. I don't understand that at all. So I know I'm painting these. I know I'm painting these. Yes, I do know I'm painting these. I'm painting these pieces individually because I'm not sure about the placement just yet. So it's better to do them individually for me now. Whereas if I was absolutely positive of the placement, I would have stuck them all down and got on with it. Or the other reason I'll do them individually is if sometimes it's going to be a bit difficult to stick, if there's going to be things that are going to be difficult to paint, if they're all stuck down already, I'll do them individually. I do love these keys. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right. So who else have we got? Was there anybody else? Oh, Dawn. What's Dawn doing? I'm using the Decoupage Queen rice papers I bought from your shop and decorating glass bottles. Oh, I'll tell you what, the quality of those papers is something else, isn't it? They are just so good. They really are. It really brought it home to me. This week I was using some napkins to jazz up my placemats ready for Christmas, because I've got these placemats. I've already painted them once before, but I saw some napkins that I thought would make quite nice placemats. And also, because I'm doing several of them, it's quite a sort of economic way of doing it. And I'll tell you what, I wish they'd been Decoupage Queen rice papers, because they're so much easier to handle. They work really well. Who have we got here then? Let's have a look. Facebook user. I'm working on my Christmas album. It's going to be a house. And when you take the roof off, that sounds fantastic, Facebook user, whoever you may be. That sounds really lovely. Where's Arlie-Ann? She's going to pop in a bit. She's not creating today. I'm afraid you're going to have to put up with me. So, you've got Freya. Oh, bless her. I do, you can't beat a grandchild or two, can you? And you're going to do some Decoupage Queen baubles. You appealed on principle. We were in a group suggesting what to do about a decoupage robin that was a bit too big for his branch, and I suggested trimming down a bit in the leg. Well, that's insane. That's insane. Oh, candles, rice paper. Oh, lovely. Do you know, I've got some like pretend candles, but they are wax. So I was thinking I might do something like that, actually. Oriana, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I was thinking some rice papers might be rather nice on them. So we will get this gessoing done soon. It won't take much longer. But I'm glad. See, this is sort of how I imagine it. When I'm sat here, when we're here on a Sunday, I kind of imagine in my head, because that's where I do my imagining. I imagine that you're all kind of doing your thing too, and it's like we're all in a big room doing stuff together. And it's really a lovely thing. I really enjoy the idea that on a Sunday afternoon we all just kind of do our thing and make something lovely. So it's really nice. The weather's hideous. Yeah, the weather is hideous, Angela. I think it's hideous everywhere. I heard somebody the other day describe it as biblical, and I don't think they're far wrong. If I'm honest, it is pretty crazy weather at the moment. I think next week in the UK we're due to start getting really cold, because I know my husband was talking about getting a load more logs for our fire, because we're going to need them if it gets colder, aren't we? So let's get that. And, I've nearly done all of these pieces, so because I've been busy waffling away with you, and I'm not surprised, Marcia. The weather needs a lot to be desired at the moment. Oh, cooking dinner, Sue. And finishing off a box that you've covered with rice paper. Oh, very nice. Oh, an MDF wreath with flowers. Love it. Oh, Oriana, that sounds heavenly. That sounds absolutely heavenly. Can we come and visit? Can we get a coach together and we'll all come and visit? That sounds wonderful. Oh, I can't tell you. That sounds really lovely. I don't live far from the sea, And I think you can probably squint a bit of it from our attic, but no, not close enough. Not close enough. Oh, well done, Deb. Well done. I am a Jessoing ninja. Oh, well done, Deb. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh, Oriana, that sounds perfect. That sounds absolutely perfect. Oh, now look at, I'm looking at these as I'm doing them and I'm seeing all the bits that I missed. But I think when it's all assembled together, I think it'll be fine. And I think, you know, I don't think it will notice. I want to live near enough to the sea too. Yes. Yes. That's the dream for me too, Angela. It really is. I do find it really soothing. Although prior to moving here, in one of my other places, I was nearer the sea, and what I heard a lot of was seagulls, and man, do they make a lot of noise. Yeah, every morning they'd go absolutely, you know, it was just because we were so close to the sea. We used to get a lot of seagulls, but I think one of the funniest things I'd ever seen is my next door neighbours were quite, they were characters. They were really great characters and lovely people. And they used to quite enjoy having a party. And the funniest thing I've ever seen is one day they had this very wild party that, I mean, it went on for quite a while. And it was very entertaining for us just watching from next door. But in the morning, when I got up and looked out in the back garden, I could see my next door neighbour's garden. And in their garden, there was somebody asleep, sitting in a chair, fast asleep. And what they'd done is when he'd conked out and fallen asleep, they'd covered him in bread, and he was just getting mobbed by seagulls, and he was still completely out of it. But it was a very funny sight, really funny. Gave us a good chuckle. Oh, lovely. Oh, Carol, that sounds amazing. What's that? I won't be going out. I only have sketches to wear. Yes. Yeah, I actually, Margaret, I wear orthotics and I wear sketches a lot. I've had to put my fancy heels are now in boxes because there's a few pairs that I just can't say goodbye to just yet. But I can't wear them either. But I get them out and I look at them because I used to have a bit of a penchant for something choice they're called, but they're really unusual type of shoe, and I just can't bear the idea of getting rid of them, so I keep them and look at them from time to time because they're works of art in their own right, really. But Skechers are very comfortable, I've got to say. I really enjoy being able to wander around in them. Miami sounds amazing, Carol. I've got a friend who lives in Miami. Never thought. No, it's not a pretty song, and they are really noisy. And in that house that was closer to the sea, I had the attic bedroom, and so they just used to make an absolute racket in the morning up there. So yeah, waves crashing and seagulls going blooming crazy every morning. Oh, Deb. Oh, what beautiful views you must have. Oh, that sounds amazing. Oh, yes, Margaret. Yeah, smaller sizes are not easy, are they? The smaller sizes are not easy. Oh, look at me. I'm getting covered in... Oh, you can't even see me. Covered in blooming gesso already. But, you know, that's how it goes, isn't it? That's how we roll. So... now, some of this isn't going to need much painting because some of this is going to just be waxed and that will do nicely, thank you. But some of this is going to need painting. So let me put the lid on my jest. That's it. Irregular choice, Carol. Do you know, for some reason I could not think, yeah, you've got, they are collectible, aren't they? They're just so stunning. I love them and I cannot let them go and I will not let them go. I just keep them in their boxes and look at them from time to time. And, you know, I have, when was I can't even remember, it might have been a couple of years ago I managed to wear a pair to a wedding. Hi, Lou. What you been messing about with, lovely? But yes, irregular choice, our top. Yes, what you been messing about with us? Right, I am going to put just a little bit of something around this hoop because I feel like it will be a little bit too plain like that, I think. So I think I've got some, I'm going to grab some raffia type stuff that I've got. Because I think, yeah, I've got a bit of this. I don't know where it was from, but it's one of those things that you get so much of it, it's impossible to use it all. So I think I'm going to wrap this around here. And it is like it is very much casual Sunday and I am making it up as I go along. So if it's absolutely rubbish, we'll do something else instead because it's all about playing, isn't it? Right, let's pop a little bit of glue on one end. Oh, die cutting with us. Size 2, Angela. Oh my goodness. Oh, tiny, tiny. I am, well, Leanne's in the background. She's going to be popping, she'll be popping in with her voice. Is that the right, am I saying that the right way? Yeah, she's popping in with her voice.
Hello, I'm here.
She's popping in with her voice. So I'm just adding this now because I think it's going to add a bit of interest to this hoop because I thought it was just going to be just too bare on its own. There we go, just tying this round. Oh, might not need the other piece. There we go. Lurker, yeah.
I'm a lurker and a shirker today.
Oh, look at that. That one piece I didn't think it was going to, but it did. So let's pop a bit more glue on there. I'm using quite a strong glue. So I've got my door open. But yes, I think that makes that look a little bit more interesting. So that is that. Now, before I get into painting those, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the clay and I just wanted, this fern is what I wanted. So let me grab some clay. Two. Oh my goodness, Margaret. You're a little dinky foot woman. That is, it must be an absolute pain to get shoes. Although I know that Miss Withers is a dinky foot woman as well, and she likes getting children's shoes. You know, obviously not your back to school type, but she gets children's shoes. Now this clay is this colour because I used it for another project. Gosh, you've grown. My feet grew after I had my children. They grew because I was a 5 and now I'm not. I'm not sure what size I am. Right.
Make me feel as if I got clown shoes because I'm a size 7.
You're 7.
Mm.
Oh no, I can sometimes be a 7 in very narrow shoes. Right, I'm just pushing this in and I'm quite happy because let me have some cold tea a minute. A little bit of wet. Right, now if I'd got this straight out of the packet, I would have left it on the side for a bit to just dry out, because whenever you're using these air dry clays, it's much better to leave them to sit for a bit and just get rid of some of the moisture. Some people will just play with the clay for a bit, and that sometimes does the job. Right, what other leaves are we looking at? They look a bit like ivy, don't they? Let's have just getting a few leaves, and I'm putting as thinner layer as possible of the clay in here so that hopefully it will be dry enough to paint and add. And I've done that quite a lot, so I'm quite confident. Oh, actually, I prefer that to the fern. I'm going to get rid of my fern. I'm going to just go with that because that's rather nice. I quite like that one as well. Let's have a look. But this is a lovely leaf mould. And like I said, if I just keep this nice and thin, it'll be good. Where are we? Oh, Doc Martens. Oh, yes. They're blooming gorgeous, aren't they? Yes, I'm a big... I like air dry clay. I do. The only thing I don't like about it is having to wait for it to dry, because sometimes you want something immediately. And, they do cost an arm and a leg. They do. Doc Martens, isn't it? But they're blooming lovely. Oh, your heel disintegrated. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I missed that, Angela. Gosh. That's bonkers. Yes, docs are a good bet. Yes. Astrid had some docs when she was smaller than she is now. She's still quite dinky, and she's one of the smallest in her class, but bless her, she makes up for it. There we go. Let's get just a few more leaves, I think. These are really beautiful. I don't know if you're... Let me see. Let me look at where I'm... Can you see the detail on those? They're really nice. This mould it's in the shop. So if you like it, you too can get one. And it's very nice. Yeah, they last forever, Sue, don't they? They last forever. They do last forever. So let's get some more leaves. I think one more little one should do it, because I have to have an odd number. And I don't mind having 2 of the big ones as long as I've got 3 of the little ones, and it'll add up to 5, which is an odd number too, so that makes me happy. Because I really do not like even numbers, which I know sounds odd. But I was saying it to, who was I saying? I think I was saying it to Lou yesterday or the day before, and she said it's because you're creative, and creative people don't tend to like even numbers. So I'm going to go along with that as my defense. It's because I'm creative. Right, let me get rid of this little lump of clay. I need to put it in some, always make sure that you put your air dry clay away. Oh, Margaret, I'm glad I'm not on my own. I'm glad I'm not on my own, because I do sometimes feel a bit strange with some of the things I like and don't like. But, you know, I do my best. Oh, now this is interesting. This is, oh, very interesting. Right, let me get some paints on the go. They are here somewhere. Oh no, that's something I've got to send off to the Netherlands. Sorry, having a little witter there. Right, let's get these little decorations on the go. Now, I frequently get asked about how I paint things, and there's really not a lot of mystery to it. And I'll show you the best. These baubles are a really good example for you of how I paint things. So you'll be able to see how I do it, because basically what I do is I do my base layer, and it can be my base layer, and it can be a couple more layers where I don't really think too much about it, and I kind of slap it on, because I know as I do more layers, I'll get even tidier. So that's, don't panic in your first couple of layers, or any layer really, if it's not tidy, because you just put another layer on top, and that will tidy it all up and get it looking lovely.
I think with the even numbers and odd numbers, I think it's something to do with the artistic triangle. So if you use 4 or an even number, it'll do something, give it a holistic look, so you're looking at the whole picture. As if you use a triangle, it takes it into the focal point.
Oh, I don't know. I just don't like how it looks.
Yeah, so there's a reason probably why you don't like it, because you usually have a focal point.
Yeah, don't like it. Don't like it.
Hi, Marcia.
Right.
Hi, everybody who I've missed. I'm in the background. I'm lurking and shirking.
Going to start with some of my lightest colour, which in this instance is going to be white.
Hi, Sandra.
And I'm using the Allegro paints from Stamperia. And now I'm just going to put the white where I want the white. And I'm not, in fact, I kind of want it to go up the edges of these little ridges because it will give me a nice finish when I put the colour on the top. So, you know, this is not a tidy job, and it's absolutely fine because I will just carry on until I'm happy with it. And I think that's one of the things about mixed media, and it's one of the things I really adore about mixed media. And I suppose you could apply it to anything that you do in life, really. If you're not happy with it, it's not finished. And you just keep going until you are happy with it. There we go. And just put another layer on. So that is a little bit there that I want. I want a white stripe in there. And there we go. So you can see, look, I'm going up on the edges, and it's not a tidy job at all, but it honestly won't matter. You'll see now when I finish it that it really didn't matter that we went up on the edges. And in fact, in some respects, it's a really good idea because it gives a nice finish, because when we come back in here now and do the colour on these top stripes, it'll give a tidy finish because the edges have got paint on them. So lovely. And there's another little one in there. So there we go. You can see it's not very tidy at all. And that is, see, I've even gone right up there now, but it doesn't matter. We're going to make it look beautiful. She says, no, we will. Hi, Sandra. I have a few of those projects that seemed, yeah, well, that's it. And I just like that you can, I like reworking old projects as well. You know, you've got something that you've done that you weren't necessarily happy with or something, because sometimes you can just fall out of love with something and you can just think, well, actually, this needs something else. And it's nice to just do something else with it. Just do something else with it. So I'm just gonna pop my white stripes on here. And I want this to be quite steampunky. That's an interesting one to say with a lisp, isn't it? I want it to be steampunky in style. So I'm just, while I'm painting these white stripes, I'm just having a little think about the contrasting colours that I want to put with this, because obviously we don't plan anything for Sunday, so I haven't sort of thought of the final picture yet. Oh, well, you do that. Cooking chicken and stuffing sounds good to me. That sounds very good to me. Oh, Sue, you're going to do that with one that's just yuck. Yeah, it's a good... I really like that you can do that. And the other thing I like to do as well is that sometimes I really don't like a project and I am tempted to, I get my friends very often tell me off because I do throw lots of things away, or I rip them up, and in a good way, I rip them up and take off the bits that I can use again. if I'm not happy with them. So, and my friends do tell me off for it, but it doesn't stop me doing it. But one thing I have learned to do is I've learned to sleep on it. And also to take a photo of things on my phone, things I'm not sure of. I just take a photo of them on my phone, and then I look at it in from that perspective, and then sometimes you can see kind of what it is that's actually missing from your piece, if it needs something adding to it. Or the other thing, you might just see it in a different way and actually like it a bit more. So there's lots of scope. And sometimes we do, like I said, just need to sleep on it. Sleep on it and come back to it. Just a couple more. Do you know, I said right at the beginning, didn't I, that I probably won't need all these pieces, so I probably won't paint them all. And I've done the exact opposite and ended up painting them all. But what are you going to do? And I should have done that. I'm going to change my mind there, and it's fine because I can paint over it. I'm going to do this little stripe in the middle white. So it's going to look a right mess, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to go in with my contrasting colour and paint over it, and nobody will ever know that I changed my mind about the bit that I was going to paint. Well, you will, obviously, but nobody else will. Why am I saying I just had roast chicken too? Because I'm not on. That's weird.
No, it's me.
Oh,
It's me, the lurker. I just had chicken.
You freaked me out. I was thinking I didn't write that. How am I writing? How am I having chicken? How am I having chicken and not knowing about it? What is going on? Oh, it's not difficult to confuse me. Right. Oh, the stress of it. All right, let me put a little bit in there. Hang on, let me come over here a bit so you can see me more. So look at this, absolute ham-fisted mess, but it's absolutely fine. I'm not at all worried about it, and when you're painting, you shouldn't be worried about it either. What we got here? Oh, stuffing. Oh, Glynis, you've got a cold. Oh, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling better. Take a photo of it, Sue. Take a photo and look at it from that perspective, and you'll probably find that it might come to you then what you want to do to change it. Right, I think that will do there. Those are going to be gold. Anything else need painting white? No, I don't think so. Right, let's pop that in there. Now, I'm thinking I want some quite bright contrasting colours. So let's have a look. What have we got? Going strong, worth every penny I paid. Oh, Doc Martens, I would imagine. Yes, they are. They're really good. They you get your money's worth from them. Right, well, we're definitely going to have to do a red stripe, but I also want other colours. Maybe turquoise. I'm not ruling it out at the moment. And orange, yeah. Yes, Rachel, you have decided. Well done. Now, the other thing I need is I need to keep my white paint on the go, and I need to get some black paint on the go as well, because I want to do a little bit of shading on my painting as I'm going. So a little bit more white on my mat, and let's put some black as well so that I can add shade and light to my colours. We'll go through it as I'm going, so don't worry. So, and some red. And again, these are all Allegros, and Leanna's got lots of Allegros in the shop. So let's just pop those out of the way. And we'll start with the red. Let me get a bit of kitchen towel to just clean my brush properly, because it's in like muddy water now, because I put my gesso brush in there as well. So yeah, absolutely, Carol, I'm with you all the way on everything that you have just said. In fact, that's very wise words. Very wise words indeed. Right, so let's give that brush a little smoosh. It's still ugly though. No. Right. Let me make sure that I am in the camera. So now I'm doing another layer now, and you can see I can just tidy up those edges, because I'm going, this is like it's a higher piece. Does that make any sense? It's a more raised area. So, and I'm not worried about these edges, because these edges will be covered with another layer of paint in a minute, because I'm going to put some gold paint on them. And then it gets even better, because I'm going to add wax and antiquing gel. And by the time we've finished, it really doesn't matter. You don't have to be a fantastic painter to get nice results. And you probably notice as well, another tip, I keep moving my piece as I'm painting, because I move it to suit me. I'm not trying to move my hand in awkward ways. I'm just moving it as and when I need it moved, so that I can get the best results that I can get. So there we go. Oh, hi Joan. Nice to see you. I almost said to see you nice then. God, that's my age, isn't it? Dear me. Dearie me. So let's get. Oops, I've gone a bit where I didn't want to go, but that's fine, and I can just touch that up afterwards with a smaller brush, because in fairness this brush is not the smallest, but it's fine. So now they've got a nice shape to them, and these Stamperia molds, I mean, for the price you pay, they are fantastic. I've got to say, and there is some dimension there already, but I like to add a little bit more dimension. So what I do is same as if I was drawing and painting, where the areas I want to stand out more are lighter than the areas that I want to seem further away. So if I want something to appear curved, what I need to do is I need to make sure the center is lighter than the edges. So I'm just taking a little bit of black paint and a little bit of red paint, and I'm mixing up a darker red. Just trying to get a darker red there. And then I'm going to use that darker red on the edges of these stripes, just to give me even more dimension, just on the edges. So that's helping already. And then the other thing I'm going to do, get my brush cleanish, whoops, and I'm going to take the white and I'm going to also add a little bit of the black to the white. That's a little bit too much. Let me get a little bit more white. Oh, dear me. There we go. Yeah, that's more like it. And so I'm going to add this grey colour to the edges of the white. And I'm not getting too precious about it. Just a little bit is all it needs. And it will just add a little bit of extra dimension. And then I'm going to add a little bit of red to the white, just to get it a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to put that along the middle. Take a little bit more red and just blend those edges. And I've got the darker red that I can add in as well, and it just creates a little bit more dimension to your whole piece. Where's my dark red? There it is. That's it. Just keep going until you're happy with it. But again, only worry about the stripes. Don't worry about these edges. It doesn't matter if we get paint on them, because we're going to go over that with another layer of paint as well. So what have I got? I've got 3 colours, and I've got, right, so I want another red one. I think I'm going to do this one. Red. Okay. So, oh, that really freaked me out when I saw that I'd written something. There we go. Now I have come off the edge a little bit there, but like I said, it's okay. I can go back in with a finer brush when this is all dried and get it looking how I want it to look. I tell you what, let me come in a bit closer. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. That's a bit better for you. Now I just gotta, there. got to remember now to come out when we do the big piece, but you can see what I'm doing a bit more now, can't you? Let me see, where do I need to move here? And again, my painting is not fantastic, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. It will, the next layers will tidy it up again, and it will just keep getting tidied up with each layer. And again, this is the one that I painted in a different space without thinking, and it's fine, you wouldn't even know. Now I'm going to just pop some of the grey on the edges and some of the darker red, just to give it a little bit more depth, and blend it in. And then get some grey. Grey. What's the time? How are we doing? Oh, we've been going for an hour and a quarter. Oh my goodness. And once we get these done, everything else is fairly quick. Well, she says, I hope. There we go. Just a little bit of that grey. Oops, I've got some red come down there. Right, we'll leave that to dry a bit before I tidy that one up. Right, let's have a look. Let's do some turquoise. Don't know how I feel about this. Let's see. Oh, I think this one. Now, see, now I'm bothered because it's going to be quite an even number of coloured baubles, which is quite bothersome for me. But there you go. Come here. I'm not sure how else I want to divide them up though. Oh, that's a tricky one. I think I might just do, yeah, I've got a plan. Now what I'm going to do, let's go, and I'm going to let that, because there's a lot of the black coming through on those side panels, that's kind of making the shading a lot easier for me. Right, I want orange. These paints go a really long way. I'm really happy with how they go, and they're nice coverage as well on these sort of projects. And there we go. Got my orange. And never thought of orange on Christmas decorations before. but it just feels right. Has anybody got their decorations up yet? I haven't got mine up yet. I think my husband's going to get a tree tomorrow. So that means that we're going to have to do something with it. But we're a bit all over the shop. We do every year just before Christmas. You can guarantee something happens. That means that my husband has to spend time away from home every year without fail. It's the oddest thing, and you know, it's real things that happen. I would take it personally and think he was just trying to get out of the prep, but he's not. This every year we have something that happens, and this year is no exception. So unfortunately, he's not about as much as he would like to be. So that's why we're getting our tree sorted a little bit early. Oh, Anya, you've got the tree up. Hi, Anya, as well. Oh, we're hopping next week, aren't we? Next weekend. I'm really lucky. Anya is Anya's going to be my partner in crime in a there's a YouTube hop coming up, a Christmas one. So we are set for that. And I think it's next weekend, although I might be wrong. It might be, no, it's not next weekend, is it? I must be dreaming. No, it's but it's soon. It's not next weekend. Take absolutely no notice of me. I'm talking absolute twaddle. But Anya is my partner in crime when we do it, and it's soon. So I'm looking forward to that immensely. You've got Jess. Who are you, Facebook user? Who are you? Who's got Jess? Who's with Jess? It is Saturday the 3rd. Yes, so it's next week. I was right. Oh, hey, Sam. Yeah. So, yeah, there is a YouTube hop coming up, and it'll be like the Halloween one was. There will be prizes and inspiration galore, and it'll be well worth watching. Oh, I like this orange a lot. Maybe that's what I'll put on my tree. All right. We are looking good. Okay, a little bit more orange on the middle of that one. Lovely. Right, I need my gold now. Goldy, goldy, gold. Now, in the Allegros, there is a nice gold as well, if I can find it. Oh, come along. Don't hide from me. There we go. Super gold. I love it. Super gold. That sounds hysterical, doesn't it? Well, it does if you me. I think it sounds hysterical. Oh, it's
morning, Jess. It's gotta be Jess. Hello.
There we go. Oh, that was Leanne. Where did she go?
I'm lurking.
You are lurking.
Oh no, it's Sam.
Yeah. So I've got some of the gold now.
Hello, sir. Hi, Anya. Nest. Hi, Sue. Hi, Dominique. Hi, Joan. Missed a few. I've been trying to keep up.
I'm just filling in that little bit that, oops, just filling in that little bit that was a bit smudgy because it was all a little bit too wet. There we go. That's a bit tidier. And let's give them a little blast with my heat gun. With my heat gun. There we go. Just making sure they're dry so they're easier to handle. And oh, there we go. No, Dominique, you carry on. You don't have to comment. It's all good. It's all good. And it's nice. It's nice to know that you're crafting along with me. It's really nice. Right, so I've got some of this super gold now. And I'm going to just do the tops and the edges. And I might do, I don't know, I can't decide if I'm going to do the, I'm going to probably leave those bits, whatever they may be called, and I'll do wax on those because it will just be a far easier experience. And I'm not about making my life hard when I don't need to. So let's just get this gold on, and you know, if there's bits I miss, it's not the end of the world again, because I'm going to come in with some wax for the other bits. So anywhere I've missed, I will just put some wax on it, and that will just tidy that up for me. So that's number one. And again, I'll be putting wax on those little edges as well. But it's just, I'm just using the paint so I can paint over these bits here. I mean, I could of course use wax again, but I'm using paint. And this is a really nice paint if you're looking for a nice gold paint. This is good. And I'm not, these little edges, I'm not going to worry about because I'm going to be putting wax on those as well. It's going to be wax central. So there we go. Let's get the gold on here. And around this edge. Well, there we go. So let's go. That's looking good. We're nearly done with these. This is such a lovely mould. These baubles, I really love them. Just getting that paint on. Yeah. Don't know what I think of this orange. I do quite like it, I think. I definitely did want to put it on, but oh, I missed a bit on there, but never mind. We'll ignore that. So, and I need to say on the blog hop, oh, I've got a little bit of gold on there, never mind. On the blog hop, it will be I will have planned my project, and I will be a lot quicker than I am on a Sunday. Because on a Sunday, I don't know what I'm doing until I sit here and do it. You know, like this Sunday, I cast the moulds not long before I turned the computer on. So it's a bit like playtime on a Sunday, really. Where did I see then that I thought I must paint that? I don't know. Let's get this gold on. Gold. So yeah, as I was saying, there is a YouTube blog hop coming up, and it should be really good fun. So there'll be lots of people that you know taking part. I'm trying to think who's taking part. Sam, obviously Sam Thompson, and she's on with Jessica Larius. I'm on with Anya Vanderform. Leanne will be on. Terry Lightsey. Nikki, who does the amazing, she's got an American store and she does beautiful things, and I can't remember her surname, but she does amazing things. I think Nunu will be on. David, I'm not sure if David is on or not, because he's quite busy working, but there'll be a load of us doing it, so it'll be good fun. It will be very good fun. I'm very nervous, Anya. I'm very nervous. You're so talented. I think it's going to look like I'm sat there with crayons, drawing pictures next to a great artist, because you are an amazing artist. And I'm very honoured that you're happy to work with me. There we go. Right, so that is everything, I think, that I want to be gold. I think. Yes, it is. Now, these leaves, we could potentially, let's have a look. Now, it's much better to wait for things to dry. It really is. But, you know, these sessions go on long enough without waiting for this. And so I am just being a bit naughty. But because I've done it frequently before, I'm quite happy to do this, and I'm just painting this wet clay. you have to be very, very gentle. But like I said, I've done it quite a bit before, so I'm not fazed by it. Oh, Anya, no, never nervous, never. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Patricia. No, I can't with that. The Advent Judar that you've just done, Anya, is amazing. It's just, ugh. So I'm just doing these leaves gold, and it seems to be, I like it. It's quite nice. So I've got the gold paint, so I might as well use it. And we will assemble all of this soon. I've got to finish with these baubles. They're not finished yet. They need a little bit more doing to them. And I need to get the wax out to do that. And I'll be waxing. I'm going to wax the cogs. I could spend some time and do rustiness and things like that. But like I said, I mean, time is getting on. So I do need to think about not taking a lifetime to finish this, really. There we go. I think these have come out really rather nicely. I'm out of shot. Sorry. Oh, I wish I could hear you. I wish I could hear you talking. That would be really helpful. There we go. I'm just painting these leaves. The clay is not dry yet, but hey ho, as they say. There we go. Let's get that one. One more. And then it's Mr. Miyagi time. Is it Mr. Miyagi? Wax on, wax off. That's what it is. So I've got that all painted. There we go. So that's all the bits painted that I want painted. I'm just going to clean up this paint now, only because I'm clumsy and I know if I leave it, I'll end up putting my arm in it or something stupid like that, because that's kind of how I roll. If there is wet paint, you can guarantee I'm going to get myself in it. Like that will do. Right, I'm going to grab my wax. Right. And I will pull you back out again, actually, so you can... Yeah, that's probably a bit better, isn't it? A bit more sensible. So I've just got some wax. This is Pentart wax, and it's gold. And so I'm just gonna, I'm using my finger and just catching those edges and a little bits, you know, it just pulls it all together. So you can see that. So let's do the rest of them. So all those little areas that you thought, oh, there's paint on that, it's fine. It's just gonna disappear with the magic of wax. Oh no! So again, just along the edges. And again. Oh, it's gone right up my nail. That's going to really get on my nerves, but never mind. Now you can use a little brush if you want to when you're doing wax, but bear in mind, use a brush that you're not going to want to use for anything else, because with most good waxes, once you've used a brush in them, it's very hard to get the wax off that brush. It's pretty much that then becomes your wax brush. That's that. And just, there we go. Oh, I like those. I like those, and I wish I'd done more blue now because I'm really liking the blue. Right, I'm going to use the wax on this key. There we go. Yeah, lovely. And probably on these cogs as well. So we're having a bit of a goldathon. Oh, I stopped myself from singing then. Well done. They do look opulent, don't they? Oh, aren't those scissors amazing, Angela? Honestly, I couldn't create without them, I've got to say, because I really struggle with standard scissors. Really struggle. And those Snippy Doodad, they just make life so much easier, and it's a pleasure to cut with them. So we're going very gold on this, if you hadn't noticed. I'm pretty sure you have noticed, but if you haven't, we're going very gold. Yes, so that's exactly where I went, and I stopped myself because we all know what happens when I sing. I end up getting muted by the Facebook police. Personally, I think they're jealous. So, right, I've got everything prepped now. So let's have a little look. Got everything prepped and ready to go. Let me just wipe my finger. Oh, it would have been really good if I'd not wiped it on a one that was full of paint. What a silly woman I am. Silly sausage, as my granddaughter would call me. Right, cold tea. Always good. Right, I've got my frame that I want to use. I'm going to get a little bit of Sizal, because as you know, if you watch me create, I can't resist a bit of Sizal. I don't know why, don't know what it is about it, but I just really like a bit of Sizal. I have Sizal issues. Right, I've got that, and I've got my frame ready. I've got all my bits. I need a good glue to stick them all on, so I'm just going to use some glue gel that will give me a bit of oomph. So I want, let's have a look. I want that to show, but to balance it, I need, yes, and maybe, maybe I need it that way then. Yes, that works that way. Let's put these cogs in place first. Would have been easier to put. Okay. Glue gel away. Yes, I've got that sorted out. Right, let's put some more coggage on. Is coggage a word? It should be, shouldn't it? You should be able to have coggage. And let's see. No, I don't want to put that there yet. Not sure about that. That is going to be a dangly for sure. I can't help myself, Sue. I am obsessed with Sisal. Now you could, with the baubles, you could add some antique gel to them. And then what I did do a lot of, I can't remember when I first got them, but what I did do a lot of with them was putting varnish on them, varnishing them up, because that looks really good. Right, I want maybe not that much. Maybe let's just shrink that down a bit. I'm not too worried about it being too much at the moment, because we can rebuild him. No, I can cut, words, Rachel. I can cut any excess off if I need to. Right, I'm using this glue gel because it will mean that I don't have to build anything up too much. Right. And let's have you there. Lovely. Thank you very much for all behaving yourselves. And I think, oh, yes. But no, I think I need to change you for you. That's it. Take that glue gel there, and I am going to have to do some, yeah, going to have to do a little bit of building up, because the gap is just a little bit too much, which means I need a little bit of box cardboard from somewhere, and I happen to have some just sat here, so that's very handy, isn't it? Because I've had a delivery of some cardboard, so it's just packing card. This one isn't particularly thick, so I'm going to have to do a few layers just to build. That's Welsh for, yes, a heavy. Nasty. It's very Welsh. All right, that might be big enough. Yes. All right, I need it about half the size. There we go. That's trust in my this power of my scissors, isn't it? But they are very strong and they cut everything, so I knew I'd be all right. Now let me just just pile in all those little bits of cardboard together in a little pile, and they're just going to give me a little platform to put underneath that bauble, because I think it just needs a little bit of extra support. So we will give it extra support, because if something needs extra support, we should do that. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, that's quite a big one. Right, I think I've got my little sandwich. Whoops. Bit of glue gel either end, and then let's put it in. Oh, we still need more. Goodness me. Right, that should definitely do it now. That needs covering up with a leaf as well, doesn't it? Good job, I've got another one there. Come on now, behave yourself. Right, in place. Phew, that was good, giving me palpitations then briefly. So let's I've got glue gel everywhere. Hang on, the kitchen roll. That will sort that issue out. Right. Now let's put that top bit at the top so we know where the top is. Now I think let's cut some of that off. There we go, that's looking good. Put the lid on that glue before it dries out. Get the scissors out of the way. Right, we mean business now. Let's get this project finished. I quite like the idea of the key just kind of dangling. I quite like that. Now we've got another. Yeah, that can go on there. That works. And then I quite like. No, it needs to go up there. Yes. So I'm just playing around with the composition of this now. I'm just making sure that I'm happy with the composition. So I'm also getting quite gluey at the same time, although that isn't my I've got no words today now. I've run out of words. I've used so many, I've run out, and it happens. So let me no. Do you know, that may well be enough, because I'm going to add those little stars. Let's have a look. You see, we had that little missing bit on that star, but there, it's fine. It's not it's really not detracting from the overall umptiousness of it. Umptiousness, is that the word? It is now. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Thank you. So just add in a few more bits. And definitely the stars. No, you get in there. Stay there. Don't you be messing me around now. Now, I might spend some time and put some thread in put some thread in some of these, but whether I will or not today remains to be seen, because I haven't looked at the clock yet, and I'm going to look at it in a minute, and if it's ridiculously late, I will leave it and finish it off. Oh, don't break, Clay. Let's put that leaf there, and then the star on top. Well, I did say we weren't going to use one of these, didn't I? And I was right. I didn't think I was. And let's pop that one there. There we go. Ooh, I like that. And I'm going to dangle that key. I'll pull out in a minute so you can see a little bit more of what's gone on. Now, I can only see one screw. Oh, that's because the other one's there. I don't know how to put these on there or not. Just having a little. Yeah, I'm going to put that there because it kind of reminds me of a candle. So I'm going to put it there because I think that will look really good. And then I'm going to put this one. I've got that nice bolt there. I'm going to tie the key on there. Oh my goodness. Pain. Quite. I think no. Oh my goodness. I'm just doing an even number there. Don't look, anybody who doesn't like even numbers. Okay. So I like that. Now I'm going to just put some splashes on here. So I'm just going to use some white paint and I'm going to water it down and use some fun. So just watering down white acrylic. And then just get the splatters going. And then I'm going to pull back so you can see what we've got, but I can't tie anything on until the glue gel has dried. So what I'll do is I will post a picture. Sorry, I've got to wipe that little bit up because if I don't, you know what I'll do. Right, let me pull my camera out and you can see you'll be able to see the full doodad. Doodad, what's it? There we go, hopefully. So I'm going to put some little bits of ribbon or string in the little hoops that we can see. And obviously I'm going to put some there as well to hold it up. And I'm going to dangle the key off the bottom. So yeah, that's kind of, thank you, Miss Withers. That is kind of where I was going with it. So I can't pick it up because the that's quite heavy and the glue gel needs to sit. But let me see if I can slide. I might be able to slide a piece of paper underneath it, and then you'll be able to see it better. Ooh, ooh. Come on now. There we go. Wasn't too painful. There we go. So you can see it just a little bit better now. But once that glue gel has dried, I will add some bits of string and oh, you're so right. You're so right. It shouldn't, because, but I'll move the paper now when I finish. But yes, so it'll have a dangly to dangle it from. The key is going to be tied on there, and then I'll be tying some little bits of thread of some sort into some of these loops. So, and ta-da, it's done. Oh, well done, Jenny. Well, yes, thank you. My timing. Yeah, we can work together. We can work together. Thank you, Linda. Oh, that's lovely. So don't forget to check the shop out, because there's lots of lovely new things in there. And I think Leanne said there was some new Ciao Bella coming. And thank you, Dominique. There's some new Ciao Bella coming. We're still waiting on the new brand new Lindy's, which, oh my goodness, I just cannot wait to get my hands on. And well, there's just all sorts of goodies in there, and you'll find the molds that I used in there, and the paints. So there's all kinds of loveliness. And also next weekend on Saturday, myself and Leanne and lots of other people, including Sam Thompson and Anya Vanderform, Jess Larius, just tons of people, Terry Lightsey, I can't even begin. But we're doing a YouTube blog hop. It's the Crafty People Unite blog hop. And if you know them, you know what to expect. There'll be lots of prizes and loveliness, and it's just a really good time. And I see now, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking I quite fancy having a screw coming out of that now. Oh, I might have to do that. I'm not going to rule that out. There. Yeah, so it'll be great fun. So please join us, and there will be prizes galore, and it's generally just a really good time. So we're doing that next Saturday, and then Sunday again will be Casual Sunday. So we'll see you then. So, Judith, it's great fun. It's great fun, and it's a Christmas hop, so there'll be lots of inspiration for making things for Christmas, basically. So if you haven't done all your makes yet, which I wish I had and I haven't, if you haven't done them all yet, then you'll be laughing and you'll be away. So Anyway, thank you for keeping me company. It's been an absolute delight. And thank you for being so patient with me in the beginning when I was having to sort my very errant computer out. And I'll hopefully see you all next weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye. It's brilliant, Linda. You'll love it. Sorry, no, I was saying goodbye, wasn't I? You're very welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.